Have you ever wanted something so bad you would have done anything to get it? Well, that's how us Naruto fans felt when we never got the mid-series battle between Uzumaki Naruto and Uchiha Sasuke. And specifically, I'm talking about Sage Mode Naruto and 5 Kage Summit Sasuke at the peak of his hatred from the fight against Danzo. Not going to lie, when I was younger, I always thought Sage Mode Naruto would wash Sasuke, because clearly Pain was way stronger than Danzo. So it should be simple, right? Well, not so much. Naruto as a show is kind of like fighting games, which are about matchups. And this matchup is a lot closer than I thought it would be before. So what I'll do is lay out the scenario / conditions and then a full fight breakdown. We do have an issue though. Sasuke's power is growing and fluctuating throughout the summit, which would normally be easy to just say pick the peak version. Well, we can't, because this dude Sasuke is damn near completely blind when him and Naruto clash at the end of the arc. So what I'll have to do is either give a hypothetical where Sasuke is at the level of blindness at the start of the Danzo fight, or give him some special ruling to where he's peak but he isn't blind at all yet and has the cloak Susanoo. Decisions. To make it fair, let's just say he isn't blind but he doesn't have the cloak Susanoo for at least the start of the fight. The battle will take place at the Kage Summit in the same spot. No intel on Sage Mode for Sasuke because he literally has not seen it yet, but maybe he can recognize it because of the similarity to Jugo's ability to gather nature energy. Naruto knows about Amaterasu and not Kagutsuchi. I'm not sure about Susanoo if Naruto knows, but it isn't really hard to grasp the concept of it. There will be no interference for either side, so Sasuke gets no help from Taka, aka really Karen, to see chakra fluctuation in her healing, etc. And no Sakura or Kakashi for Naruto. This will be a straight up 1v1 fight. Anyway, I'll try my best to break down how I think this will go down with evidence and my general thoughts on why it would happen this way. I'm pretty unbiased, even though Sasuke is my second favorite character in the series behind Pain. My first big opinion on this fight is that this is the first point in time Naruto could actually match or defeat Sasuke in Shippuden. Sasuke honestly was way far ahead of Naruto, barring a full QB manifestation, and it only got worse once he absorbed Orochimaru. The first thing I will talk about is speed. In part 2, Sasuke was insanely far ahead of Naruto and the entire Team 7 in speed, which was demonstrated when they tried to quote-unquote rescue him from Orochimaru. Sasuke literally speed blitzes the new Team 7 with the greatest of ease and was about to clap them all with, I guess, Kirin, because he held his hand up and lightning appeared. However, since Naruto trained more really once he acquired his Rasen Shuriken in Sage Mode, the playing field was pretty much even. And even if you think Sasuke is still way faster, hint he's not, Sage Mode Precog will give Naruto the reactions to keep up, if not surpass him. An example of them being evenly matched is when they briefly did meet at the Kage Summit. Naruto was able to snatch up Sakura and then only get grazed by the kunai. So that means Naruto had to see them or sense them, jump in and grab Sakura with her added weight, and then avoid a fatal blow to both of them in a split second. Granted, they were both in base, but I still think it's a pretty good benchmark for both of them in this case. Next, I'll go over Taijutsu. Sasuke's Taijutsu is above average, so coupled with his Sharingan gives a considerable advantage over the majority of Shinobi. The Sharingan gives him enhanced precognition and speed. I don't think it's ever confirmed if it actually increases Taijutsu attack power or not though. Sasuke also uses ninja tools as well as his handy sword of Kusanagi, which obviously as a sword gives him extra long range, but it also has a utility of channeling his lightning attacks through it. There's old stuff he could use like Lion Combo, but I don't even think Kishimoto remembers he stole Lee's Lotus anymore. Naruto's Taijutsu is above average in base form, probably around the same as Sasuke. However, his Sage Mode increases the physical damage and his precognition by a very large amount. His precog and sensory abilities are enhanced so much that he can fight with his eyes closed, which is very important when facing the Uchiha, as it will avoid the Genjutsu even ones cast by the Sharingan. Except maybe Tsukuyomi, which Sasuke doesn't even have. Naruto's incredible strength is showcased throughout the Pain arc, especially when he completely smashes one of the more durable Pains, which is the Mecha one. I don't remember exactly the name, I think it's Astral Path or something, whatever. Naruto's durability is also greatly increased by Sage Mode, which will definitely come in handy versus Sasuke and should stop him from being one shot potentially, I do think Naruto gets a speed boost, but it's not super quantifiable. I know Kabuto is way faster in his Sage Mode, but the Frog Sage Mode seems to be a bit different than the Snake one. His reflexes have also increased drastically, which combined with the precog and sensing makes Sage Mode Naruto one of the strongest characters physically up until that point. Basically what I'm trying to say is Sage Mode Naruto is a freaking meat tank. For Genjutsu, Sasuke has the clear advantage, simply because Naruto has absolutely zero Genjutsu. Sasuke's Genjutsu is pretty strong and it's probably only second to the top tier Uchihas like his brother and probably the frog song. However, Sasuke literally never uses genjutsu against Naruto, which I think is hilarious, but maybe it's something to do with his ego. I know in the final conflict Kurama could just remove it, but even before that, he never uses it in any of the fights versus Naruto. I'll say this, if genjutsu was a big part of Sasuke's kit versus Naruto, then I do think Naruto could avoid it because of the Sage Mode, but he could have an issue once the timer for Sage Mode runs out. I could go into more detail, but there is no way Sasuke is using genjutsu versus Naruto. Like I said, maybe it's his ego versus him that he wants to put Naruto in the dirt or something, I don't know. Now on the ninjutsu, Sasuke has way more jutsus than Naruto, but I'll start with Naruto this time. We have Rasengan, Giant Rasengan, Double Rasengan. Basically, dude has a bunch of Rasengan variants in Rasen Shuriken. Also Shadow Clones. Basically, the boy Naruto has like 2 jutsus and variants. Oh, and Sexy Jutsu, but he's not using it versus Sasuke. Alright, so for Sasuke's ninjutsu, we have his fire style jutsus, which are great, but the main focus for them in this battle will be to counter Rasen Shuriken. Which technique he uses, I doubt matters too much. We do have the Amaterasu, which is the strongest fire jutsu, with a continuous burn effect that can't be extinguished without using special means. He has Chidori and Chidori variants. And note, this is different from Naruto's Rasengan, as the Chidori variants have more utility. Nagashi is AoE, for example, while Senbon is a micro needle spread. Chidori Spear gives a very long extended range Chidori stab. He also has Kirin, which is pure natural electricity fired at the target. I honestly don't think Kirin holds up to Sasuke's Susanoo arrows or attacks, and it required specific conditions to summon the lightning. I believe this is true simply because Sasuke never uses Kirin again in favor of Amaterasu variants or arrow attacks in the series. The time it takes to set up makes the jutsu not really effective unless the perfect conditions are met. Since I already brought it up, I'll go ahead and switch to Susanoo, which we know serves as a very strong base defense against most attacks, as well as being extremely deadly offensively. Sasuke is able to spawn a partial and a full skeletal structure around himself. Since this will be Sasuke at the summit, he is able to form the full upper body humanoid Susanoo. For his attacks, he has the Susanoo arrow, a huge upper body with extreme range. The structure is also very capable in its own right. He's able to cleanly splat and smash Danzo multiple times. Now there are some drawbacks. The Susanoo is making Sasuke blind as well as causing excruciating pain to him. I'll cover summons real quick as well. This strategically is where it can get real messy for Sasuke. Naruto's frog summons and also the sheer volume of them he has is actually insane. I don't even know if Sasuke has the snake summon at this time. We're shown that Hawk summon for a reason as an evolution of Sasuke's growth from his old persona in Team Hebi to the new Team Taka. Since Aoda wasn't around back then, I will say he only has the Hawk. Maybe the relationship with Sasuke was sour with the snakes because he sacrificed Manda, remember? Naruto's Ma and Pa summons are objectively better than any summon Sasuke can use. If they perform a frog song, it will even be able to hit him while he's in the Susanoo. Yeah, summons are kind of dicey. I don't know if I'll use those or not. We'll see. Anyway, I pretty much laid out all of their abilities, and we can now talk about how this fight will actually go down. Base versus base, a Chidori versus Rasengan clash to start the fight is always going to be iconic. But Naruto, with anything besides getting ambushed, is more than likely going to start the fight in Sage Mode because during the Kage Summit / Pain arc, he needed more time to gather nature energy than he does currently. Also, no Kurama to help him either. I believe during the Pain arc, he had 2 standby clones gathering nature energy, and he arrived at the battle in Sage Mode. So that gives him a total of 25 minutes of Sage Mode, which in anime / manga terms means absolutely nothing. It's whatever Kishi decides is going to run out. So yeah, Naruto will start the fight in Sage Mode with 2 standby clones at the Frog Sage place gathering nature energy. The Sasuke part, like I said earlier, is a little bit hard because the dude is blind at the end of the Danzo fight. So I probably have to give him the Susanoo right before it manifested the cloak, at least at the start of the battle, because he is going to go blind fairly quickly. One thing I do like about this version of Naruto and Sasuke is they both have very clear drawbacks and are not really that overpowered. So for the actual fight, it starts off with Sasuke shooting the fireball jutsu, which causes Naruto to have to jump back to the side to dodge. He tries to go for a quick kill blitz with Chidori, but Naruto is able to counter it by using his reflexes to grip Sasuke's arm and toss him away. Sasuke lands on his feet and is surprised by how much stronger Naruto has become in Sage Mode. Side note, I kind of wanted to make this more tactical with Sasuke conserving his eyes, but that is literally the opposite of Kage Summit Sasuke. I think that version of Sasuke is the most unstable next to the curse mark Kid Sasuke. He literally goes spam crazy with his abilities the entire summit. Granted, he was tactical versus Danzo, but that was really only once he realized what was going on with the Izanagi. That would definitely be some trying to convince Sasuke dialogue going on here, but this version of Sasuke is the least likely to listen to anyone besides Itachi. He's also coming off the high of killing Danzo, one of the main culprits of Itachi's plight. Back to the fight, Naruto rushes Sasuke after making a Rasengan barrage. Sasuke tries to stop it with the Chidori, but it isn't strong enough. He's forced to use the ribcage Susanoo to avoid injury, but the ribs crack pretty badly as he flies backward. Sasuke releases it and launches at Naruto with a swing of his sword, but Naruto is able to block it with his bare arm. Sasuke gets annoyed at the taijutsu battle because Naruto is reacting too fast, as well as his extremely strong defense abilities, and turns on the full skeletal Susanoo. He smashes Naruto, but is actually one of the shadow clones Naruto had out. Naruto drops down from the skies with the giant Rasengan, but the Susanoo tanks it. Naruto is dumbfounded at how strong the skeletal structure is, with Sasuke laughing and pep talking him about why his hate for the village is fueled to take down the village as well as Naruto. Sasuke punches Naruto with the Susanoo arm and sends Naruto flying backwards into a wall. Sasuke thinks he's won until he notices chakra forming with his Sharingan in the direction Naruto was in. Naruto launches a Rasen Shuriken, but Sasuke tries to counter with a Susanoo arrow. The arrow is not strong enough, but Sasuke then unleashes Amaterasu to counter it, and it diverts it to the side. Naruto is surprised but understands how taking Sasuke down won't be easy. Sasuke turns off Susanoo and unleashes Amaterasu at Naruto, similar to how Itachi used it versus, well, himself. Naruto is dodging with care because he knows that he cannot let himself be touched by the flames. Naruto leaps into the air and Sasuke fires a Susanoo arrow directly at Naruto, which forces him to use his remaining clone to manifest a Rasen Shuriken to survive it. Now Naruto reverts back to his base form. Sasuke notices it and flies at Naruto and kicks him across the battlefield. Sasuke starts shooting regular fire style jutsus at Naruto. Naruto gets hit eventually but dodges the rest of them. After Naruto dodges the final one, Sasuke charges in with a Chidori powered up sword, swinging for Naruto's head, but Naruto grabs Sasuke's arm and up kicks him into the sky. He grabs a freshly made clone and throws it containing double Rasengan at Sasuke, but Sasuke uses Amaterasu to destroy the clone mid-flight. He then realizes Sage Mode has returned. Sasuke argues with Naruto about it being a gimmick. He will destroy him no matter how many times he uses Sage Mode. Naruto smirks and says Sasuke can't beat him and that they will just end up dying together. Sasuke gets pissed and summons the fully cloaked Susanoo and starts spamming arrows while Naruto dodges and deflects them with his clones. Naruto sends both of his clones to attack the Susanoo with a giant Rasengan, but they are unable to damage it, and Sasuke pillages them and starts laughing and tells him his ultimate defense can't be defeated so easily. Naruto then says, "Then why did you avoid my Rasen Shuriken?" which pisses Sasuke off even more. He says, "Try it again," as a fully cloaked humanoid Susanoo form. Sasuke loads up an Inton Empower arrow and fires it at Naruto. Naruto uses Rasen Shuriken to counter, but is defeated because of the fire style addition to the arrow. Naruto's clone shoulder rushes him out of the way and tanks the arrow, but the blowback sends Naruto flying. Sasuke fires another arrow, but it misses a bit cleaner this time. Naruto knows he should have been hit, but the real reason this is happening is because Sasuke is becoming more and more blind. Sasuke turns off the Susanoo and fires the Chidori Stream at Naruto, but he defends it with his base defense. Since Naruto is distracted, Sasuke tries to come from behind, but a clone snatches him up and put him in a full Nelson. Naruto gives him a 2-punch and a swift kick combination to send him into a wall. Sasuke gets mad and fires another Inton arrow, which forces Naruto to use a Rasen Shuriken as a diversion to avoid being killed, which reverts him back to his base again. However, Sasuke is so blind now he can barely see, so he turns off Susanoo to preserve what eyesight he has left. They have a long talk and both fly at each other with a Rasengan and a Chidori to stalemate. Sasuke realizes he cannot win while blind and retreats. Naruto is left empty because he couldn't get through to Sasuke. And yeah, that's how I think this fight will happen. After all these years, I believe they are actually the most even in this fight. Naruto may be stat for stat stronger and win more matchups against other characters, especially drawn out conflicts, but Sasuke really has good counters for everything Naruto does. You can say Kurama could come out, but that also means that Sasuke is probably going to get killed, which is deemed as a failure from Naruto's perspective. Also, again, about the summons, I don't think it's in character for either of them to use summons against each other. I mean, they fought, what, 4 or 5 times, and summons never actually come out. I'll be honest, the easiest win condition for Naruto is that he could just summon Ma and Pa to sneak a stage art frog song and then launch 2 Rasen Shurikens back to back and kill Sasuke. There's literally nothing he can do because we know from the Kabuto fight, Susanoo definitely does not shield against sound. However, within character, that would never happen. And yeah, that's it. Please like and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you on the next one.